Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all well. We are back with a review. Very excited, first one of 2026, even though technically I saw this show in 2025. Timings just didn't work. I am also in like 4 million layers, so if I look wider than I normally do, which is normally quite wide, that is why. Hello winter, welcome snow. Please go away though, because it is lethal at the moment as I film this. But enough of me and my current weather to-dos. Let's talk Paddington. My thoughts, my feelings and everything in between on this wonderful, wonderful show. So if you want to know what I think, stick around and we'll get into it in 2 whole seconds. So yes, we're here to talk all things Paddington the Musical, currently playing at the Savoy Theatre. Welcome back if you are returning, welcome if you are new. A little bit about me, my name is Claire. Hi, this is Open Roads and Theatre Seats. I don't introduce the channel name as much as I probably should, but welcome, welcome. For most shows that I see, including this one, I like to do 2 separate videos on that show. The first one being the Nervous Guide. The Nervous Guide was the last video on this channel. The Nervous Guide is basically everything you need to know about the show before you go in. So that could be merchandise, information about the theatre itself, sensory warnings, content warnings, and everything that I just hope will make a trip into a theatre a little bit more of a less daunting experience. The second of the 2 videos is this one. This is the review. Reviews always put in inverted commas because at the end of the day I'm just one person who really enjoys watching musical theatre and theatre in general, and sometimes I go and see shows alone and I don't have the chance to have the soundboard to share what I think of a show, share my thoughts and feelings on it, and so instead I film videos like this. Don't mind me, I'm just putting my phone onto airplane mode because it just started going a little bit crazy. That's okay. But enough of that, and congratulations to me to getting through that spiel in record time. But we are here today to talk all things Paddington. This is a show that I was very excited to see. I was very lucky to get tickets bought for me as a present, so I'm pretty sure that they were bought quite early into the announcement that Paddington the Musical was going to be a thing. When the tickets were bought, there was no knowledge about what the cast was, or who the cast was, should I say. The only things I think we really knew was that it had music and lyrics by Tom Fletcher, and that was about it. So as we built up and more things happened, we had the cast announcement, we had little clips on things like the Royal Variety and other programs and things like that, and we also had the first preview Paddington here's videos. It made me even more excited. So when I actually sat in that theatre in December, full of cold, I was ready. I was ready to see what this hype was all about. So as I said, this show has music and lyrics by the one, the only Tom Fletcher. Most people know him as McFly's Tom Fletcher, but he's also done previous theatre based things, including the Christmasaurus. This is actually my first experience of seeing something created partially by Tom Fletcher in the flesh, but they obviously, for Paddington, released a couple of songs previous to opening, and they definitely got me in the spirit, and I can say that I really enjoyed every song pretty much that is in it. There is obviously some more catchy ones, Marmalade, which starts Act 2, is an earworm. Like, I didn't think about it for about 2 weeks until I was writing my notes this morning, and I was like, oh my gosh, now I've got marmalade going around in my head. It's great fun, let me tell you. But I do really enjoy all the music in this show. It's really fun. There is a variety of, I was going to say variety of genres, but that's not the best way of describing it. There's a variety of songs. It's just a well put together music for a musical. The book for this show has been written by Jessica Swale. The direction is done by Luke Shepherd, who I've previously seen his work in things like & Juliet and The Little Big Things, and also Rent at the Hope Mill, which the poster lives right up top in my room. So I was aware of Luke's work previously, and again really enjoyed it. This show as a whole just hits you in the warmer fuzzies. It's very much a hug in a show. It has a really nice message at the centre of it about being you, not worrying about who you are, and also about togetherness and community and everything that Paddington should be. It's just really nice. It has heart, it has emotion. I may have laughed and cried during the show. It's just really, really nice. Bearing in mind, you go in and you're like, okay, it's Paddington, and all of the merch is very much like teddies and things like that. You're like, okay, this is going to be a kids show. It is not a kids show. It is a show for everybody, and it's just really, really wonderful. Enjoy, and a big hug. Sticking with the creative team, I wanted to shout out a few more people. Choreography for the show has been done by Ellen Kane. Again, like the music written, the choreography has a few different aspects, and it's just really, really fun to watch. The costume for people, if you will, has been done by Gabriella Slade, and I really enjoy Gabriella's work. Yet again, the puppet and Paddington design has been done by, and I'm probably going to pronounce this name incorrectly, but I'm going to go for Tara Safar. I will try and make sure that I write it down below, because I don't want to butcher someone's name. I hate doing it, but I always do it, so sorry. But if you haven't already seen a picture of Paddington, firstly, where have you been? Because it's been literally everywhere. But secondly, Paddington is the cutest thing in the world, and it's been put together, I feel like, with so much love, and I just really enjoyed it. And yeah, what a stunning thing Paddington is. Finally, for creative side, we've got the scenic design, which has been done by Tom Pye, and also the video design and animation, which has been done by Ash J. Woodward. The reason I'd shout those two out, firstly, the set and scenic design is beautiful. It's literally kind of like watching the films Paddington 1 and Paddington 2, but on a stage in a way. That's a terrible explanation, sorry, but it's very much kind of cinematic, but it just works perfectly on the stage at the same time. And the scenic design alongside the projections and the video design and the animation, both on screens and on portions of the stage, and also just out into the audience, is just beautiful. It's so aesthetically pleasing and so just beautiful to look at, and I just enjoyed every single moment of it. Just even walking into the auditorium and seeing Mr. Gruber's shop sitting there, it's just like, it's so beautiful, so lovely. Creatively, it's so wonderful, and on top of all that, the casting is the tip of the iceberg. So let's move on to the cast. This show's cast is 100 out of 10. The people who are in the cast are designed to be there. I absolutely loved every single member. I could sit here for the next like 40 minutes and just go through the entire program saying every single person and how phenomenal they were, and I could do that so easily because I thought everyone was absolutely amazing and just 100% perfect. However, I've done a lot of long videos recently and I feel like that you would get bored with me doing that, so I'm just going to pick out a few people, some favourites if you will, to quickly mention. Firstly, the wonderful Amy Booth Steele, who amongst others plays Lady Sloane. Lady Sloane is in charge of the Geographers Guild, but that character alone, hilarious. And Amy as an actress is always like top 10, like top tier comedic brilliance. From her first moment in the first song where she is a train announcer in Paddington Station, throughout the entire show I really enjoyed Amy and her various roles throughout the show, so I had to mention her. Sticking with the comedic feel if you will, we have playing the role of Mr. Curry, the wonderful Tom Eden. Mr. Curry in the films, because I've seen all of them, is a very much like slightly dislikable man. I feel like you can't dislike Mr. Curry as much in the musical. He is not the bad guy. He's not necessarily a good guy, but overall he's a great guy. I always like watching Tom do his thing on stage. Tom is very much one of those actors that when they are on a stage you are going to be kind of following them and seeing what mischief they are getting up to, and if nothing else, watching Tom and Paddington during Act 2 beginning, which is the song Marmalade, which I have previously mentioned, is one of the most joyful beginnings to an Act 2 I've ever did see. Moving away from Tom, we're going to now talk about Taran Calendar, who plays the role of Grant. Grant, I feel, again, he's not a bad guy at heart. He's just misled. Taran as Grant works a lot alongside the role of Millicent. Now my brain wants to say bystander and I know that's wrong, that's just TikTok. Millicent Clyde, thank you very much. I'm going to leave that open there. Grant is kind of the sidekick or the stooge, I don't know if that's the word either. He is the second in command, if you will, to Millicent, but at the end of the day and as Act 2 goes through you kind of feel a little bit sorry for him. And what I really enjoy is that Taran gets his moment to show his beautiful voice off in Act 2. He is part of a song alongside Mrs. Bird and I really enjoyed it. I can't wait until I think it's March when the cast recording gets released, because I just want to listen to it in its entirety again. Granted, at the current time I'm listening to the two songs on repeat that they have released, but I want more. I want to listen to Marmalade on repeat and get it stuck in my head. I just want it. I want it. Speaking, however, of the two songs that have been previously released, one of the songs is the gorgeous Pretty Little Dead Things, sung by the one, the only Victoria Hamilton Barrett, who plays the aforementioned Millicent Clyde. When I say I love Victoria, never a true word could be spoken. if you need slightly kooky, slightly crazy, slightly bad biatch character, you can't look any further than Victoria. I feel like this has been made for her. Loved every moment, including even the bow for Victoria in this show. I'm just like, oh, I love her so much. Absolutely perfect. And yeah, I love it. And her. End of discussion. Speaking of loving people, I also wanted to mention Amy Ellen Richardson, who plays Mrs. Brown. Mrs. Brown is very much at the forefront of the Brown family, like power to the independent women. And again, I've been a fan of Amy for a while. In fact, I have up here, just out of sight, a ticket from 2018, 15th of December 2018 to be exact, when I went to watch Kiss Me Kate in Sheffield at the Crucible, where I first was introduced to the sweet and innocent little Amy Ellen Richardson, and I have kind of followed her for a while, and to see her singing her heart out on a Savoy stage was absolutely joyful and lovely. And yeah, I really enjoyed listening to her voice once again. But I feel like, whilst we're talking about cast and favourites, you can't go any further than talking about Paddington. Now, if you don't know, Paddington is two people in a way. You have the voice of Paddington and also the on stage performer of Paddington. So how it works is the voice is done off stage by a character that's called Young Man, who enters pretty early into Act 1 and then is off stage then for most of the show. And then you have the on-stage presence of Paddington, who is done by a different actor. In our performance, the voice of Paddington was played by James Hamid, and then our on-stage Paddington was Abby Purvis. This duo together, 10 out of 10. I loved it. I found it fascinating, and it's just so beautiful, and I love it so much. I can't imagine how much time it has taken to get it all working as excellently and seamlessly as it is. It's just excellent. I can't fault it. Love it. And them, both of them. And I also really enjoy that Paddington essentially gets two bows at the end. One in costume, if you will, and then one for the actor themselves. So the final bows has James and, in our performance, Abby coming out as Abby. I was just like, yes, because that's just the way it should be. But there we go. That it is everything that I need to say right now. Like I said, I could go on and speak about every single member of the cast because they're absolutely excellent, even down to Ben Redfern, who for one moment just has he is the pigeon man and gets a bow to acknowledge that. Like, I want a pigeon man hat. It's just fun. If you can't tell, I absolutely love this show. It is so good. The cast is absolutely perfect. The songs are fun and musical and just joyful. It's just such a good show, and that is fully why it's pretty much sold out for the foreseeable future. In a recent video, it was definitely put as one of my shows I'd love to go back to in 2026, but I just fully don't know why/how, mostly how I can get another ticket and see it, because with good reason. it is sold out for a good while now. I would definitely eat my hat if this show does not win a glut of awards. I know it's definitely up for quite a few in the What's on Stage Awards, which happen in March, but I am sure that it will get a few nominations, or a lot of nominations if you will, for the Olivier's too. I would be shocked if it does not. It is an absolutely fantastic show. I absolutely loved it. It was the warm and fuzzy show that I needed to round out my year in theatre pretty much. And yeah, I'm so excited to see what I see this year. I haven't currently got a lot booked in. I need to get on that, but yes, I'm going to finish this video here because otherwise it's just going to get ridiculously long and it already is. So yeah, I'm going to round this video up and say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you come back for more theatre-based content next time. But after all that, let's round it up and say what we always do. Firstly, I love you all lots. I hope you come back. And finally, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, and goodbye. Bye everyone.